널 기다렸어.
Okay.
And it is a really cool format. I actually like this a lot.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying these days. All right, Curious. 2 and 4, but still,
5.
or excuse me, 5, but still has a chance. It's like 3, sir. I'm like, oh, sorry. And earlier, when they played against each other, it was Curious who took the win, if I'm not mistaken.
We can see.
Actually, no, SOS took the win versus Curious. It was his first win on Dusk Towers.
Yeah.
On his home map. But this time it's Curious's map. It's SOS's away map. And it's going to be Invader as the map. So one of the few times we see this map today.
SOS is, I mean, he's really not looking happy in general. He knows there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot on the line, and even if he does win the last 2 games, it doesn't guarantee his way onto the next stage, but he still has to fight because it's his only chance.
Tell your friends about this group, guys. This is such a sick situation we may get into here. Both of these players on their last life in this tournament. Let's jump into Invader for set 23.
Here we are on Invader once again in the bottom left. In the red, it is the Zerg player Curious from the Afrika Freaks.
And over here in the bottom right, in blue, it is SOS. And a 4-pro assist to start the group.
The cheers are getting louder as both these players on their last legs. Their fans are cheering them on.
Now we're going to have Invader at the bottom spawns here. So a little bit different than the top spawns we saw earlier.
Oh, that's
GSL Makeup
what?
Girls.
What?
GSL Makeup Girls
They're coming down to watch some StarCraft. True fans.
True fans.
They don't just do makeup.
It took me like a second to realize who those people were. I was like,
I recognize those people.
Yeah, GSL Makeup Girls. Wow.
Yeah. Some of the best in the business.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't say enough good stuff about them.
Really good. Making me look stylish every time. All right, well, this is for all the marbles for these 2 players. Both of them have had their ups and downs today, mostly downs. SOS is back on the up. If Curious wins this, he knocks SOS out, but he's not secured. He's got several more wins he's going to have to take after he does that. So this map, obviously, at these positions, really long rush distance by ground. See how far the probe actually had to walk around in that weird shape that makes it look like an animal with a tail sticking up on the mini-map. See what I'm saying there?
Like a monkey.
A monkey, yeah.
If he went up to the 3rd base, that's the head.
Yeah.
This drone will give vision, at least. Oh, there it is. That's the eye. The eye of the monkey.
Eye of the monkey,
The minerals are its teeth. For some reason, it's in a really weird shape.
It's got that curved tail that goes over the back of the scorpion monkey.
It's a weird animal, man.
It also looks like its tail's like a hand grabbing something.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting too deep
two
on this
fingers
mini-map,
or something. This is what happens in the early game. Can't escape it.
The fingers or the tail's like grabbing that one little tiny patch there, those rocks.
Yeah.
Twilight
Going
Council.
for the gold.
Twilight Council coming up for SOS.
Quite fast, too. I mean, that's right after Cybernet X-Core. He's also chrono boosting out the Warp Gate research here. One of the most important techs if you want to put on some pressure early on.
I wonder if we'll see a robo pop up here in just a second. Get out of Prism, get set for some glaive, harass. The rush distance by air much faster than by ground, as we mentioned before. It's a monkey's trot across the map. There's the glaive upgrade.
Immediately chrono boosted. He's going heavy here on the tech. Gonna add a couple of gates probably.
You know, he could just skip the warp prism entirely if he proxies a gateway in the middle of the map, which we've seen already several times today.
Like a 4-gate adept timing?
Yeah, and just put the gateway at the front. I mean, look, he's adding a lot of gates already without a robo or a 3rd base, which is starting to make me feel like this is really, I mean, with the rushed out glaives as well, it's starting to look to me like a big timing attack. He still has that probe up to the north of the map. That's up there lurking, could make that gateway, could set up an attack.
Well, there's a Dark Shrine. Hold that thought.
Okay.
This is SOS in the booth. Let us not forget.
He could make a gateway there as well. And what this is really cool is, or what's really cool about this is that he can actually target down the Spore Crawlers with his Adepts potentially, and then use the DTs to finish the job. There's already one Spore being made blind, just in case, because he didn't scout yet. The Overlord just came in.
No, he scouted the Twilight Council and the extra gates coming through.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about the Dark Shrine, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's just making that one blind safety Spore after scouting. I guess I worded that poorly, because he did scout it by the time I said that, but because he hadn't until that moment, it was unknown until then. Spine coming up as well. He's like not entirely sure what he's up against, but he's trying to make a catch-all defense.
It looks like Adept aggression, right? But he's still making the Spore, which is very smart.
There's no gate at this pylon, so it's going to be slow warp-ins. He has no warp prism. He has no robotics, no detection. Something, to point out. Not going to be clearing any creep. Not that the creep's connected between these bases anyhow. 9 roaches on the way. 3 DTs, slow warp-ins. Watch them roll. Here they come.
You didn't get to see the end of it.
That's all right.
You don't get to say here the finale. Here we go. 3 DTs coming in.
Okay, he's going to draw units away from where he wants to send the DTs in. There's only 1 Spore in the main. This third base is totally exposed.
He can just go for the hatchery at this point.
He's going to
kill everything.
He's going to go for the spine. The lair is just now being started, and this is going to force Curious to really commit to an attack.
So many units.
This DT is going to come over here and try to deny the Spore Crawler. Nice block with the Queen.
Really
it's actually not targeting it. I don't know what he's doing with that.
He's trying to get out, but look at this, the full surround. He's going to hack his way out.
This hatchery will go down, though.
Yeah, easy kill on the hatch. It looks like he was thinking about taking a third base of his own, but he's seen a lot of units. So he adds a robotics and 3 extra gateways instead. He may add it here now afterwards, after he gets those safe buildings out, but let's see. He may want to save it for units. He's already very far ahead of Curious by taking out that third base.
Now, third Nexus still considered. Blink on the way, just for safety. He's got a huge chunk of extra minerals here. DTs give him a little bit of vision. These shades will confirm that all the Zerg units are staying back at home. I think it's a bit of a panicked reaction there by Curious and everything back. There's no way he's going to commit to that. This DT will deny this base. And I think it's time to start that third Nexus. Like, what else is he going to do? Just do a follow-up Blink Stalker attack? I mean, it starts to look like he wants just 400 extra minerals for that alone. Okay, Nexus is finally coming up. I was going to say, I'm like, well, I mean, are you really saving that much here? Gets it just in time before the Overlord creeps it up.
Spire. I mean, there's already a blink out on the map, but it is close air distance. He is very far behind. He gets us around here on these Adepts. I think that was an accidental shade in. That's what this looks like.
I think he actually shaded because he got surrounded. I think he was a bit sloppy with the control there. And, like, as I said earlier, Curious is not going to tolerate this for forever. He can't just keep shading in like that. He has enough units where he's like, okay, my Spine's alone and Queens can defend this. I'm just going to get on top of your Adepts, and you can die in my base or you can die without shading. He decided to shade and die. Well, the units were gone there and he got trapped. Roach speed's almost done. Third base is added. He has 800 minerals. He could drop another hatchery, but it looks like he wants to spend every single resource on Mutalisk. And yeah, Blink is ready, but it's going to stop more further advances from SOS. He's going to backstab him with the Mutalisk, force him to turn around multiple times. I think he's going to need more Spines, though, if he really wants to commit to this. He's going to be, I guess, relying on Roaches with speed to defend against this attack while using the Mutalisk on his harassment path. 10 meters can be made right now. Looks like he might just not quite have enough larvae. And
9. Yeah.
So look at this. I mean, I think he needs Spines.
There's an Archon. There's an Archon, too.
Oh, well, he wasn't paying attention and traps a lot of these Lings. This could be a deadly push. He doesn't have any Spines. Why isn't he making Spines? He has a few Spines, yes, but he doesn't have enough, I don't think.
He just needs more stuff. He's not had a third base for so long, and he's going for the base trade. All of his units aren't even at home. He's just trying to save as many of them as possible. SOS already seeing this. Kills the Roaches, and now he's just going for the base. He just wants to kill all these buildings.
I think there's plenty of time for SOS to prepare a defense for this. This is not a huge Mutalisk count just yet. He's going to kill his first cannon. He needs to make cannons as natural. The third base might be lost. The main base certainly already is. 21 drones dead already. All SOS has to do is survive. He's going for the probes. Oh, look at this. Even Ling's coming in to try to trap these. Cutest little stalker I've ever seen.
Well, a big warp in here, but there's still a lot on the ground to support these mutas.
Yeah, he's going to try to defend this third base with a few warp ins. He also has that mothership.
And the Immortal's going to help out against the Roaches, too. The Lings pour in, but a lot of them are going to go down very, very soon.
Committing to the Immortal with the Roach is not the best idea. GG.
That's it. SOS takes another win.
And Curious is now eliminated from the group.
So there you go, guys. Curious fighting as hard as he could, but he's not going to be able to win it, and he will not stay in here. So now him and Hurricane are out of the group, whereas SOS is still fighting. And
that's another away win for SOS, putting him on 2 away wins.
And if I'm just going to go ahead and cross out Hurricane Curious here. If SOS takes another win, then things get interesting because he's got 5 wins. If Gumio loses again his last 2 games, he'll be on 5-5 as well. And Trust, too, he only has 5 wins. He could lose 4 in a row. I don't think it's that likely, but could happen.
Yeah, and we could have a 4-way tie at 5-5.
Which would be insane.
However, only the players that but only the players that are tied in away matches would potentially play a tiebreaker. The rest of the players obviously would just be dropped down based on if like